Hello, welcome to this session on Italian Neorealism. Neorealism, which emerged in the mid-40s of the 20th century in Italian cinema and remained a dominant presence for a decade, was one of the most influential movements in world cinema. It created a new grammar, exploring fresh thematic terrains and aesthetic paradigms. Like other influential movements in world cinema, Italian neorealism had a lasting worldwide impact on the form and content, the very look and feel of cinema. It placed artistic creativity over technique and depiction of social realities over spectacles as fundamental factors in making films. Its strength also lay in its flexibility in adopting the available technology in production and its willingness to draw from tradition, especially the Italian realist tradition in fiction and cinema. This flexibility is also seen in the way many directors who distinguished themselves as masters of neorealism moved on to modify their idiom after the waning of the movement and the success in making films with different themes and techniques. Till the emergence of Italian neorealism, only Hollywood cinema had a global reach and influence. The rise of Italian neorealism marked the emergence of an authentic Italian cinema, freed from the shackles of both Hollywood and indigenous commercial cinema. It also signaled the arrival of a model for what came to be known later as parallel or offbeat cinema. One could describe it as the re-emergence of radical cinema after the early Soviet experiments in using cinema as a medium for presenting and discussing social problems and the freeing of the medium from the stranglehold of big business. The devastating experiences of the Second World War, which Italy and Germany lost, the post-war sense of helplessness and desperation that gripped Italian society, the impulse to offer resistance to both indigenous and foreign capitalist incursions in the film industry, the urge to make films which truly represented Italian culture, to give voice to the marginalized and underprivileged in Italian society, were the principal factors which led to the emergence of neorealism in Italian cinema. Neorealism also represents Italian cinema's coming of age. For at the end of the 1930s and during the fascist regime, Italian cinema was thematically and technically ill-equipped to compete successfully with imports from Hollywood or gain substantial viewership abroad.